friends, welcome to my Duja English Indian Ways. Remember all of you, one of the questions that bothers you and always concerns you is why my child is having hoarse voice. My child cries a little and voice really goes heavy. I really feel my child is the only one on this planet who cries so loud that my child will develop a hoarse voice. In fact, many of the parents will even ask me, even such a small baby, ever you have seen getting a hoarse voice? See, my child cries so badly, my child keeps crying entire day, then they develop hoarse voice. So it's normal, it's not normal, what are the causes, when you have to go and show doctor, and what are the home remedies. This everything we'll be learning in this particular video. So I'm Shreya Shah, your motherhood partner, a childbirth educator and a lactation consultant. In case you feel any specific topic on which we should make a video, do get in touch with us or put it in the comment box. We shall create a video around this. Let's get started. What is voice? Voice is basically a passage of air through vocal cords. So vocal cord is a small area from where you breathe in, you breathe out, and the air that gets passed when you're talking, there's an air that goes in and air comes out. This entire air passage through vocal cords creates sounds. So there are different sounds that you create by different tongue movements. Isn't it a magic? Yes, exactly same thing is happening with your child. But does your child actually can talk? No. When your child is just a newborn, child is crying profusely. Child cries for hunger, diaper change, susu, potty. Your child is going to cry if child is missing womb, child is missing parents, child is missing that touch, or child just simply want to explore their own voice. So when child is crying at different pitch and very loudly, child is able to hear that voice. And that's a new exposure to child. Oh my God, wow, such a lovely sound. Child will cry a little more loud. So this is absolutely normal, very commonly seen with kids, that if child is crying a lot, they will develop hoarse voice. Should I do anything about it? No, you don't have to. By next day morning, child's voice is back to normal. Sometimes girls feel my child had such a huge hoarse voice that my child's voice was only not coming out. Even that is not considered. Do not wait. This is part of, because there is no proper air circulation that can create a voice. That's why there is a break. It's okay. Child will become quiet and voice will turn back. So you don't have to think about it. When child is doing excess crying, if the parents feel my child is holding breath because the sound is not coming, child will hold breath for few seconds. It's part of their development, so it's absolutely normal. Second very important reason, there can be cough cold. So if your child is having cough cold, you will observe that there is hoarseness of voice. Why? Because there is a bit of inflammation or an infection. Because of it, child has got cough cold, and that will create a bit of inflammation at the nodules, at the throat. And that will affect the vocal cords also, and that will create a bit of a horsey voice. That's absolutely normal. At the same time, you have to understand, see, my voice is little horsey, but it's been like that only. I don't have a very soft, sweet, loving voice. That I don't have. I have a little hoarse voice. That's absolutely normal. It can be genetic as well. Number 3, which is very important, is any kind of a congestion or an allergy, like a pollen allergy or a smoke allergy, passive smoking. If there's a charcoal that you're burning as a part of tradition after child is being born, in case that smoke allergy your child have, in case that maid is using any kind of a smoke for your child, even child can have allergy of that, any specific fragrance, any specific weather changes, child might develop a hoarse voice. Next, very common reason that you might observe, GERD. GERD is acid reflux. In case your child have acid reflux, most of the kids have mild GERD. GERD is basically baby's food is being reflected back, which is called as acid reflux or GERD. Here basically food comes back in the reverse direction from stomach to the food canal. That's why GERD or an acid reflux is common in kids. Because their valves are still developing, the stomach is still developing. In case mother had something that is different, child will release different enzymes in the body to digest it. Next, very important thing, you will observe that child's passage of motion. So child's potty is not holded in the digestive tract for a very longer time. It just passed out. So in that scenario, water bile acid is secreted and added to the food. Many of the times you will observe child's pot is green, that entire bile acid that's got added to food for digestion, but food did not remain in the stomach for a longer time, it just released out. And last but not the least, any kind of a illness. If child is not feeling well, like fever, loose motion, still you will observe child's voice will go absolutely low and child might not be having a very clear voice. So these are the most common reasons observed with respect to hoarse voice observed in kids. And at the same time, you can say that my child's throat really goes sore, very common. So this is normal. So what are the remedies? In case you feel my child have a hoarse voice more than a week, you should go and show doctor, because it's time that you should get it checked once. Second, in case child develops fever, so there is no cough cold but there's a hoarse voice and that's causing fever, then probably there is some infection, like a throat infection the child has catched, for which you need doctor's help and you have to get it treated. Number 3, try and give your child more breastfeed, keep your child better hydrated. Breastfeed itself will be an amazing healer to fight from any kind of infection, and at the same time it will help to release and to help better with respect to the dryness that child is feeling. So the discomfort is released and child will be feeling far better at the throat level. Next, avoid possible allergens. So in case you stay in country, pollen allergies are very common, so you have to avoid child's exposures to pollen and check for the allergies. So in recent generation, allergies have been seen with lot of antenna on, but you don't have to be scared about it. You have to be confident about it, but think about that this can be a possible allergy, or me or my husband have this possible allergy, the child might have it, so we need to correct and work on it. So you should think about it. Next, very good and important thing, in case your child have got cough and cold, you should apply warm till oil around child's throat and the chest area and just do a warm compression. You can do it with herbal potli of Mahadwaja. You can do it with a general hot cloth that you can rub on any hot surface and then give a mild hot fermentation to your child. That will make your child feel very good and very relaxed at the end of it. Ensure that child is kept away from any kind of a passive or a direct smoking. In case child is crying a lot, try to help child to feel calm down. Might be a mild dance, meditation, might be a colic medicine, might be tummy time. So you have to find a ways by which you can calm your child and make your child feel very comfortable. In case your child is a toddler or 1 year plus, many of the times screaming or crying loudly is their way of grabbing attention from you. So if your child is doing all these things just to grab your attention, then you have to ensure that child is screaming, you scream, child scream, you scream. It will not work. So toddler nutrition, well-being and toddler's parenting is very different than the earlier parenting. In case you want to learn it from us, you can join the course Toddler Nutrition and Well-being. But as you now understand, if your toddler talks and screams very loudly, you have to learn to talk softly to child. When you talk softly, slowly child will pitch down. Understand, all of you. Whenever child will raises the voice, usually respect line is crossed, and child should be taught to maintain the respect line. It's very important. So all of you remember, hoarse voice is not an issue, but understand the reasons or the causes behind it, understand the remedies and start working in that direction. Okay, ये last line के पहले डालना सबना. Maintain good hygiene. So in case you feel that my child is getting infection or cough and cold again and again, recurrent infection, recurrent cough and cold, it might affect voice or the voice nodules for a little longer time. So try and maintain the hygiene, not the over possessive one, but try to maintain hygiene as much as you can. In case a child is in a toddler journey, avoid chocolates, too much of cold drinks or ice cream, fried item which are not fried at home, we are outside fried. So these all things needs to be taken care of. Small things, but can make a big time difference. Thank you so much all of you to watch this particular video. In case you need my help to be your motherhood partner, do get in touch with us on www.majra.com. Have a great time. Take care. Bye-bye.